Hello, welcome back to Dragon Quest IV, Chapters of the Chosen. Last time, we left Lakanaba and made our way towards Endor. This time, we're making it to Endor.
So, I did say, Torneko, looks lovable. You just look at that design, you're like, oh yeah, that's a friendly guy. We did kind of facilitate a war, though.
Oh, you noticed.
Yeah, we talked over it, but yeah, no, the reason this bridge was built was because the king's just like, hey, fuck Endor. I want that place now.
I want Endor for my own. But Torneko doesn't care. Torneko's opening a weapons shop, so
Yeah,
war is good
benefits
for
from
him, and
this.
also he has to get to Endor.
Okay, when it's game's called Chapters of the Chosen, is Torneko actually secretly the chosen villain?
Anyways, we have our goal for this chapter. This old man has this, pointedly not answering your question, owns this store and is willing to sell it to us. But one, we need the money, and two, we apparently need permission from King Norman. I don't know if this was a thing in some societies. I guess it's not unreasonable for the local government to want to license us before we run around selling swords to people.
Hey, King.
I guess that's reasonable.
Bad news. I hear there's a war coming. You might want a good weapon shop in here. And I just know just the guy to man it.
But how are they going to reach us? I thought the bridge had been destroyed. Yeah, about that.
How do you think I got here?
Anyways, just going through my inventory here, selling off some weapons and various other things. Not selling any armor. Because we still need to keep the armor shortage of Ballymoral in mind. Also, not selling the broadsword for reasons that will become apparent later.
Okay, now this kingdom's gonna need weapons, so they're gonna have better weapons, but the other kingdom has better armor to protect against these better weapons. Torneko, what the fuck?
Anyways, you may remember, we also have a letter from Prince Regan, who's writing to his beloved Ronnie. And all of a sudden, all this talk about the military-industrial complex makes a lot more sense. And yes, this is the same girl that thought the idea of two women marrying was so absurd that if Elena won the tournament, nobody would expect her to marry Elena. I'm saying I can't be as bad as I want to be about this reference because at least it's appropriate. At least this is involving homophobia and warmongering. At least we're associating his name with that. Anyways. We now have a royal scroll from the king, but we have to bring all the way back to Ballymoral.
Also, apparently the monsters are tougher, which is bad for us, because Torneko's kind of skated by on easy enemies so far. Alright, who's back with a vengeance? Oh, doesn't matter, we're in this part of the world.
So, traditionally in Dragon Quest games, the monsters get more difficult every time you pass over a bridge, compared to your starting area. I fucking blanked and forgot how we did that. I think that's the what happens if you use the Estrella's Abacus as an item in battle. It just can cause a group of enemies to vanish into poof of light.
Just makes them disappear. Don't know what to tell ya.
Alright, anyways, let's show the king, the royal scroll. King Seamus. Like to marry...
Hey, our kids love each
I'd like
other.
our children to fuck.
Oh shit, well. I don't have to do violence. Alright, here I go.
Anyways, this works. I kind of love how this plot point gets resolved. I can't believe the power of love averted a war, and like in the most simplistic way.
Oh shit, yeah, that's normally how kingdoms consolidate power. Okay, cool. I win. I mean, did I want to send many people to their deaths? Sure. But I guess I don't have to.
This guy was 100% ready to play Age of Empires. Turns out he's playing Crusader Kings instead.
Yeah, sure.
Don't worry, if Jenner watches this, she'll get it. Anyways, another chance to see the Australia's Abacus in action. Okay, yeah, that confirms it because that was an odd number of experience points. Any enemies you defeat like that, you don't get experience from.
Ah, so... Probably not ideal. Not really a big deal for us at the moment, but if we have actual party members who need experience, probably not great for them.
Yeah, if you're in, like, a group where you can take some enemies but can't take the entire group, that's probably the best use case.
Mm-hmm. I don't care about the experience here, I just need that guy to disappear.
Yeah.
Cease existing.
Anyways, let's go tell the king the good news. Your daughter's getting hitched. Also, your kingdom will be burned to the ground.
Alright, good news.
Hey,
No war, but there are monsters, so let's not forget about the whole weapon shop thing.
yeah. We have permission, so let's go talk to that old man and get this weapon shop off the ground. Alright, well this part's gonna be easy, right?
Surely. Well, that's a lot of money.
Well, we'll be selling a lot of armor to Ballymoral if we're gonna try that route, so let's see what else we can find.
And of course, the casino doesn't give you money for the tokens.
Also, they cost 5 times as much in this chapter.
Oh, you really cannot grind in the casino. Absolutely do not do that. Game says no.
Well, this place has a ton of money, apparently. So let's see if we can negotiate. Ah, so there's a silver goddess statue somewhere in the world that this guy is willing to pay top dollar for. Anyways, we don't have access to it yet, but there is a way to repeatedly generate a shit ton of money in Torneko's chapter. So the casino tokens being so expensive is a way of combating that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I said 5 times expensive. They're 100 per token in this chapter.
Oh,
I think there were 20 in the last one, but they might have been 10. Anyway, here's a cool thing. We can hire party members. This is Hardie.
Oh, nice.
Hardie does not work like Boyer or Kirill. He works like Healy.
Okay.
So he will just attack on his own, but he is a bit beefier than Torneko at the moment, so he's going to be very useful in our expedition.
Alright, but when can we hire Healy? When Healy's not on screen, everybody should be asking, where's Healy?
I want you to think on whether or not we're going to be seeing Healy again ever, or if he's only going to be in Ragnar's chapter.
You say he's gonna
Oh,
go on a
here's
journey. I
Laurel.
want to meet him again.
Laurel costs 200 more gold than Hardie. But he knows Heal and Frizz, so he is a bit more useful. A lot of like the advice I see is like you should hire Laurel instead of Hardie. There is nothing stopping you from hiring both.
Yeah, unless
Other
you,
than the cost.
yeah, unless you don't have money. But if you don't have the money, you should get the money.
Yeah, together they're 1,000 G. We're gonna be making a lot more than 1,000 G. And it's for 5 days. So make sure you rest at the inn before you hire them.
Yeah, because otherwise that's just a day off of there.
But also look at Laurel's MP there.
Yes, that's literally MP for days then.
That's 34 castings of heal, assuming he does nothing else. Which, like I said, we can't control him, so he will be doing something else. But still, he is useful. Also, it's funny that, you're likely to talk to the soldier first. He's named Hardie, and like, oh, Hardie like a soldier. And then you find the poet named Laurel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, that was the joke.
Alright, Hardie, you're the main
Anyways.
character now.
You guys get in front. Torneko's hiding behind y'all. So I do just love that you can do this in this game. Mm-hmm. I love that they're recruitable party members for this part of this chapter only. It just helps sell Torneko's chapter as being such a weird departure from the other chapters.
Mm-hmm. There's an inn here. That's a trap, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's digging a tunnel. And he needs 60,000 gold coins. Well, we'll keep that in mind.
I'm the poet, so I rhyme.
Yes. All his lines are in rhyme.
You can't fool me, Gruntilda. I know it's you. Oh, look at the poison cave.
It is weird. People treat Laurel like he's shady or like secretly evil. He's just charging more for his services, presumably because he's like...
He knows magic.
More educated and knows his worth.
Mm-hmm. Also, he touches your bleeding wound and it's not a bleeding wound anymore.
Yeah, like you're getting what you pay for. Alright. First fight with our new characters, and it's this fucking chicken.
He's ready for you. Well, damn. Wait, what do you mean you can't fry this chicken? Also, Laurel is just Trunks with a very tiny face and longer hair.
I don't think I'd have noticed that. Anyways, we learned magic. Torneko only gets utility magic. His first spell here is Padfoot. That's a repel. You cast that, and it lowers your encounter rate. Not that it ever feels like it lowers your encounter rate, but supposedly it does.
It actually just lets him get extra padding for his feet. He needs it sometimes. We're walking around.
Well, that was
the
a new
dungeon.
enemy, but it's already gone.
That guy sucks.
So never mind.
Please don't prove that you don't suck. We don't need that in our lives.
Okay, you got another Chimera Wing. Got those for days. Alright, but these guys from the last chapter.
Yeah, this is a much smaller group than that one was, if I remember correctly, so... should be easier.
Yeah, also, Laurel, this was a group of enemies. Why didn't you cast Sizz here? That hits a group. Why did you cast Sizz on a single target, but not the group? God, what am I paying you for?
To not fry a chicken, apparently.
God damn it, Laurel.
And to not put a frog to sleep.
More of like a salamander or a newt,
Yeah,
maybe.
There we go. Alright, put that Atrian Odyssey monster to sleep. Good, good. Didn't really
And then
help.
we defeated it before it got another move anyways. And we leveled up again. Now that we've got assistance, Torneko is going to be leveling up a lot faster because he can kill enemies that are much stronger.
Mm-hmm. We're actually fighting strong things now. Not just copious amounts of worms.
Mm-hmm.
Though honestly, this guy kinda sucks.
If we hadn't hired Hardie, he be a bigger deal.
Mm-hmm.
I do wonder if maybe the devs weren't expecting most players to hire both characters.
Well, they didn't make it an actual choice. One's not locked in on
Yeah.
getting the other, so...
We've seen Splatty Punks before.
Why do you keep doing this?
Yeah. Oh, got some iron armor. We'll have to sell that at Moral later. So I'm sure there's at least one game that maybe scratches this itch. But how many games can you think of where you're playing a merchant in a fantasy setting like this, and you get to just hire your own party
I can
to
think
go
of,
out and do expeditions?
I can think of Octopath, but that's not like
That's
the
very different.
most useful thing, just because like you did get like a proper party, and probably will
Yeah.
for like most of the game where that's an option, so sort of useful. And also like, if I remember correctly, they're more like an option, right? You select them from the menu and then
Also,
they do their attack. And they've got a limited number of
The merchant doesn't do that.
them. Yeah, but there are characters who do
The-
that.
Yeah, but I was talking specifically a merchant.
Okay.
I'm talking about the economy, Fafnir.
And I don't care about the economy. Actually, maybe I wonder if Octopath 2 has a merchant who does that instead. If I remember correctly, they mixed up some of the like overworld options in that one, but it's been ages
thought
since I've heard about that one, and I've not played it for myself.
I thought the field actions stayed the same. They've switched up other things. They changed how the Beastmaster character works. Instead of Pokemon rules, it's every time you defeat a monster, you get a chance of recruiting it. Anyways, new spell. Let's heal before we look at it. Eye for distance tells you how far away the nearest settlement is and you're on the world map.
But not in a dungeon,
This was-
because you can't see it when you're in a dungeon.
Yeah, this was considerably more useful on the NES version when you
Mhm.
didn't have a map on the second screen. Yeah, I don't know exactly what the gameplay loop of Reciteer is. I know, like, you go into dungeons and get things to sell. But what I like about Torneko's chapter is that, like, you're repairing bridges, you're buying shops, you're paying for caves to be dug. I like the idea that you're having a tangible effect on the world map of a JRPG.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of like the idea of a JRPG where you're not playing as the party per se, you're playing as the benefactor.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm looking at Octopath Traveler 2's wiki. Okay, what I was thinking of is characters have... I don't know if it's literally daylight and nighttime or if that's just the phrase they use, but each character has 2 actions. And apparently, Particio Yellowill does have both purchase and hire as path actions.
Huh. I didn't realize they changed it up that much. I never did the final boss of Octopath 1, so I never started Octopath 2.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm in JRPG hell, so I'm not starting Octopath 2 anytime soon.
Yeah, oh god. Hey, why don't you just pick up where you left off on Octopath Traveler 1?
I mean, I probably will just bite the bullet and look up an exact guide on how to beat the final boss and then spend 20 hours grinding to do that.
How to kill this bitch who doesn't he have like fucking several forms?
I think he just has a shit ton of health, and it's just
Okay.
like noticeably tougher than all the characters you have to fight to get to him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like to have a crack at him, you have to play for like 2 hours.
Oh, gee. Okay, so yeah, instead of forms, it's that. Okay, yeah.
Torneko levels up again. We like barely leveled up in the first 2 videos, and now Torneko is just skyrocketing through the levels.
Level city here.
We're fighting so many weapons here. Oh, we almost drowned this guy.
Oh, if I find out who flooded this room, oh, they're gonna get it.
Oh, I just noticed Laurel's MP.
Well, maybe if you didn't spend so many casts of multi-target spells on single-target enemies, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Anyways, these chests are empty because he already took the treasure in them.
Oh yeah, no, great, good for you. I mean, you almost drowned, so you deserve it. Prick.
Hey, we found our goddess statue. That's actually a funny way to acknowledge, like, using this place for level grinding.
Mm-hmm.
Or possibly money or item grinding, as your needs may be. Yeah, no boss for this dungeon either. Not that we would expect one. We aren't taking down like a dangerous group of bandits or something. We're just taking a thing out of a dangerous place.
Mm-hmm. We just have to deal with the local monstrosities. And sometimes boulders. There was that the big rock in the previous dungeon. And that was the final boss of that one dungeon at the beginning of Indiana Jones. It's iconic.
Yeah. For what I said earlier about I think it might be cool to play a full game like this, I think the fact that this is a part of a larger game is a huge part of its charm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can definitely make it work in other things, but it would have to kind of vary mechanically a bit to be a full thing.
Yeah.
And the simplicity of this is kind of nice. It's just, alright, yep, merchant chapter. Here's these 2 guys.
Mm-hmm. It is just very funny that in a game with Elena, who we've seen, and a game with Maya and Mina, who we haven't seen yet, Torneko is somehow the fan favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not the fan favorite, but like people like him. I'm pretty sure Wandering Newbie's playthrough of Dragon Quest IV is called Torneko Taloon's Grand Adventure or something. Anyways, that... Wait, hold on. That's 25,000. The shop is 35,000.
You feeling generous enough to give 10,000 extra gold, or...?
Maybe you can ask him for more, and I forgot, but I don't think so, otherwise I would have done it. Alright, well first let's go ahead and kit Torneko out while we have money.
Damn, shops do that for people? We never had to do that.
God, could you imagine if somebody's bag was full and the game made you like move every item to their bag? Really contemplating what I'm doing. Oh right, I'm doing this. We're going to use this as what's called seed capital. We're going to purchase a bunch of iron armors and then sell them for a profit at Ballymoral.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm careful with how much I spend on here because we're going to find the problem with my brilliant plan here shortly. Also, when I first played this game, I didn't find the armor buyer in Ballymoral, so I didn't know you could do this.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, enemies are more likely to drop expensive items in this chapter. So you're not completely out of luck if you're just like level or enemy grinding. Also, unfortunately, the castle is closed at night, so we have to spend the night.
I mean, that's fine. This isn't really gonna take away a day, because the day is almost over anyway, so it's fine. Laurel's out of MP
Yeah.
anyway, so, like, he needs it.
Yeah. It's as close to optimal as I care to get. Yep, that's 1 day out of 5. And we already accomplished the thing we hired them for.
Now we're just keeping him around for friendship.
Hey, we paid for 5 days.
5 days of paid friendship.
Anyway, let's start with the smaller stuff, where it's really not worth haggling. Because the amount you're getting extra isn't that big of a deal. Alright. And now the problem. That was less than what we paid for. That's more, but only more by 36 gold. We can do better. That was more by 200 gold. So if we keep doing this... this part of the video might take a while.
Alright, time for haggling action. Now that's worse. Okay, look, I'm just gonna go grab that, the Lovers episode of JoJo. It's got a very handy guide for haggling right at the start. We're going to stop when the haggling's done, because then you'll try to kill me afterwards if you see the next part.
Anyways, I was aiming for a 1400 at the minimum, but I gave up on that because I suddenly realized I was doing this for an audience. But now this guy is just completely fucking me on the price.
Are you desperate or are you not desperate?
I got plenty of other people looking to buy these iron armors. You think I'm gonna travel all the way out here for 24 gold in profit? That's no profit. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm just picturing Torneko getting increasingly mad. Oh.
Finally, a good deal.
That was significantly more. And if you're patient, you could have gotten that on every piece of armor. And you wouldn't be in the position I'm in, where I'm still 5k short. So we could just keep doing that back and forth for a while, but we have some stuff that we're not going to use here shortly. We can't equip either of these lances, so we can go ahead and sell them. Alright, we're still a little over 3,000 short.
Please, the sandwich was made with love by my wife. What's this worth? Not that much. Are you sure? It's a very good sandwich.
Anyways, yeah, we're still significantly short, so, back to the cave.
Did you hear the part where I said made with love? It was a good sandwich made with love.
Alright, fellas. We're getting my money's worth out of you.
We're going to wander around this cave in circles. See, this is how the proper adventurers do it. You're getting some real experience here.
Oh, slow down, everyone. I leveled up.
Yeah, that's a thing you can't do, but trust me.
Alright, back to it. So yeah, like I said, drop rates for money are higher, or drop rates for items are higher, so you are more likely to get good things that you can sell. But you may have noticed they are dropping paltry amounts of coins. Obviously, they don't want you to just money grind the whole way, but that also makes it difficult to money grind the last bit, because we're, as you can see, we're still 3,000 short. I'm gonna put Torneko back in charge. He can get a better deal. That's a lie. That's not an actual game mechanic.
It should be. You get less money
so
if Torneko has to shout from the back.
So I've given up and decided to sell my steel broadswords that I was trying to keep. And you'll see why I was trying to keep them next time. Anyways, we've got the money. This poor old man has gone senile. He says this every time. And we've done it! Torneko Taloon has achieved his life dream. And next time, we'll see what's left of Torneko's chapter, and we'll get to work on that tunnel.